As a public defender, Judge Karen fought for her client's rights. She was elected to the bench because she believes in doing the right thing.
I'm very passionate about helping people, period. But at what point are you gonna resolve the resentment? At some point, you need to be the one going through something.
Objective, independent justice.
You can always turn your life around. If you keep walking, you can overcome whatever circumstances you're facing.
This is Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Kristen Tinkham is suing her roommate, Arnold Huggins, in the amount of $600. Ms. Tinkham claims the defendant's filthy friend ruined her sofa and says he owes her a new one.
Miss Tinkham, you're suing Mr. Huggins for $600 for a sofa, is that right?
That is correct.
And so my understanding from your pleadings is that you were roommates.
We are roommates.
You are still roommates?
Yes.
And how long have we been roommates?
For almost 10 months now.
10 months. And were you friends before you became roommates?
No, I mean, we're both from Connecticut, and we found each other on this housing website.
Did you get along as roommates?
We did. It was fairly cordial. I can't say we were the best of friends,
Right.
but, you know, we had a good conversation every now and then. We both liked soccer, so we would go down to the bar, watch a soccer game, have a beer.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right. So what's this about the couch?
So about 2-3 months into our lease, we realized we needed to buy some furniture. Well, I really wanted to buy some furniture so
Right.
that we could, you know, have a home, that we could have guests
home.
and friends over.
Oh, okay.
And
Well, were you living in the apartment
Yes.
before him? Well, it wasn't
no,
a home before?
we moved at the same time.
Okay, so what furniture did you have at the time he moved in?
So I just had a bed, a desk. It was all stuff from my room.
Right. You didn't
And
have anything in the living room?
We didn't.
It's a 2-bedroom apartment?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so was there anything in your room?
Yeah, same as her. I'm a simple guy, so I only had a bed.
So
and,
y'all
yeah,
just had a
desk.
bed and a dresser and a desk kind of thing, and an empty living room.
Yes.
So you thought, let's get a sofa and start like feathering this nest. Okay, so what'd you do?
So I pitched the idea to him to get some furniture for our
Okay.
living room,
All
and
right.
he declined to contribute or go half with me.
Right.
on
Why did
anything.
you want to go in half with the furniture? You were cool with what you had.
Yeah, I was okay with just being in my room, and that's, yeah,
You
so I
didn't
didn't
really need the living room for
No, I
anything?
didn't feel
Well,
like-
when your friends came over, what did they do? All sit on your bed?
Yeah, we were still in my bedroom.
Okay, that gets old after a while. How old are you?
I'm 25.
Shoot, that would have been old to me by age 25.
It's okay.
So what you buy?
I bought a coffee table.
Okay.
I bought a few pictures, and then
Okay.
I bought the sofa.
And how much did you spend on all this stuff?
So the couch was $600, and then
Okay.
altogether it was about $800.
$800. And where'd you get this couch? From a department store or a thrift store?
I found a listing in the community.
Okay, somebody was selling a used
yes.
sofa. Okay,
Yes.
all right. So you brought all that in?
Yes.
And so how'd you feel about this new stuff?
Well, I didn't really care.
You didn't care? You
no.
saw it or you didn't see it?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw it, but I mean,
Right. So you didn't go in the
didn't-
living room then? You weren't sitting on the sofa and putting your drinks on a coffee table then?
No.
Because you didn't need it, remember?
Exactly, yes.
Right, you could use your desk as a table and
Yeah.
your bed as a sofa.
I was always in my
Right,
room,
cool
so I
with
didn't
that.
see the
Okay,
need.
so no big deal. So why are we here?
So about 2 months ago, I went to Philadelphia to visit my sister for
Okay.
my birthday. And when I get to Philadelphia, I get a text from him asking if we can talk. So I said, okay.
Let me ask him, what did you want to talk about?
If my friend could stay over, because he was stranded in New York.
Okay.
So he comes in. He's from Connecticut, where we both are from.
Right.
And he was stranded because he missed the bus because he was working late.
Right. He didn't have a place to sleep?
No.
So,
And I'm his only friend, and we've
Right.
been best friends for a long
so
time.
what size bed do you have?
I have a queen size.
Okay, so you didn't offer him to sleep on your bed?
No, I mean, even though we're best friends, I don't feel like, you
Not
know.
that good.
Yeah.
Right. So you were asking now what? Could he sleep on the sofa?
Correct, yes.
That sofa started to mean something to you then. What did you say when he asked that?
So I wasn't sure about this at first because, one, he's presenting me with this after I'm already in Philadelphia.
Right.
And I've never met this person before. I don't know who he is, what kind of person he is. But the way Arnold explained to me, he's like, oh, we've been friends forever.
Right.
He's a good guy.
Right. It's just gonna be
Trust
one
him."
night.
Well, it was 2 nights.
Oh, it's gonna be 2 nights.
Yeah, but I was okay.
So
with
what did
Actually,
you
it was
tell?
3 nights.
It
I'm
was
sorry.
3 nights.
Yeah,
So it's 3 nights. So this wasn't
Friday,
a
Saturday,
convertible
Sunday, yeah.
sofa, right?
No.
Okay. So did you give him any instructions, like put some sheets over my sofa and
Yeah, I just
pillows
told him,
and all, or what?
I told him to put some sheets and pillows on. And
Okay. All right. Did you do that?
No.
You
And
didn't
she
put any
didn't really
sheets?
tell me, and I didn't really
Well,
think.
nobody
Now,
should have to tell you that anyway. You got somebody staying on somebody else's pieces of furniture. You put a sheet or something over it,
Yeah.
just in case.
I gave him a blanket and a pillow, and
You
that was...
just told him to have at it.
Yeah.
Okay. So he stayed 3 nights.
Yes.
Okay. Then when you got home, what happened?
So I came back a day earlier than I had been anticipating.
The friend was still there.
Yes.
Okay.
But that was the plan. I came back Sunday night. He was going to leave Monday morning, and I was originally going to come back Monday during the day.
Okay.
He was still there.
Okay.
He was just laying. He was on his phone. And the living room was a complete pigsty. His clothes were all over the floor. There was
Right.
takeout that they hadn't thrown in the trash. It was disgusting.
Like, it wasn't that messy.
Yes, it was.
How messy was it? It wasn't that messy. How messy was it?
There was a few clothes on the floor,
Right.
some food containers and some dishes, and
Right.
but it's not that big of a deal.
Right, but why didn't
she's
you
always
put it
making it
away?
too big of a deal.
Yeah, but you had nothing in there to make a big deal of. Remember, there was no sofa or anything.
Yeah,
So
I-
you couldn't leave takeout in there because there was nowhere to leave takeout.
Coming up on Supreme Justice.
Like some of it was cleaned up, but
Right.
there was a lot of trash that he
Right.
had
Did
left
you
behind.
help clean up?
No, I didn't. I told him to clean up, and
But
he did.
he was your guest.
Sorry.
So he didn't really clean up.
No.
And later,
So I had to send out my chef to go get some new cilantro from her farm.
Okay.
We had 3 guests from each of our events send us emails saying that they got sick and they had to go to the emergency room.
closed captioning provided by. If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Supreme Justice is back with the case of Kristen Tinkham, who is suing Arnold Huggins for property damage.
So you were upset the state of affairs?
Yeah, I was
when you
pretty
got there.
upset.
Okay,
it
and what
smelled
did you say or do?
horrible. Well, I went into my room, and just because the smell was so bad, and
So it smelled bad in there too?
yeah, it smelled really bad.
Like what, like a locker room or
Like,
something?
yeah, like rotten food, like
Dirty
sour
socks.
milk. Yeah, it was bad. So I told him he needed to tell his friend to clean up his stuff.
Okay.
And he said that he would.
Okay.
But then when
And I
he
did.
leaves the next morning, like some of it was cleaned up, but
Right.
there was a lot of trash that he had
Right.
left
Did you
behind.
help clean up?
No, I didn't. I told him to clean up, and he
But
did.
he was your guest in your space that you shared with somebody else.
Yeah, but it was his stuff.
Yeah, but he's your guest who's staying there for free, really.
Yes.
She didn't have to even agree to that.
Yeah, but we're good friends, so he listened
That's why
to me
you're in
and then...
court right now.
Yeah, which is stupid.
Where is he?
He's back in Connecticut.
Exactly.
Sorry.
So he didn't really clean up.
No.
Okay, so then what happened? Why are we here?
Well, so there's this couch, the couch that I bought.
Right.
Stupid couch.
It's a stupid couch now,
Yes.
but it came in handy when your friend needed somewhere to
Well-
stay. Do you have pictures?
I do, of the couch.
Let me see pictures of the couch. Are these before and after pictures, or?
These are after.
Those are after. So it smelled horrible, and I tried so many different things to get rid of the
Like
stench.
what?
I tried steaming it. I tried using Febreze air freshener, and it still wouldn't
It's
get
a
rid
leather
of the stench.
sofa.
Pleather, actually.
Oh, it's pleather. Well, the thing is, though, why is this picture of the sofa out on a curb?
Well, because I eventually nothing I did would work, so
Right.
I took
She
it down
threw
to
it
the
out.
curb. Yeah.
Did you ask him maybe he wanted that for his room? Or he would buy it for his room? Did you offer it to him?
I pitched it to him, and he
She did not.
declined.
Would you have wanted it?
No, I did not. I didn't want it in the first place, so why would I
Right.
want it now? And especially, she bought it secondhand. $600 for this couch.
Right.
She broke it. She destroyed it from the beginning.
Okay, so what could you use to clean pleather? I mean, what were you trying to do?
I was just trying to get the stench out.
Right. So now you want him to give you $600 for this?
$600 because it was his friend.
Let me see proof that you paid $600 for it. And whoever, you overpaid for that.
Well-
So now you want a new sofa.
Yes.
The fact is she paid $600 for it.
She did.
She paid it. I mean, even if she overpaid, that is what she's out of because she's provided me a receipt that she paid that. And you didn't do anything to protect however much you could have protected this sofa.
Yeah.
You know, put something on it, and you had your friend there for 3 days, and she said it smelled bad, and there was food in the place, and dirty socks and all.
Yeah, but in my defense, it was a second-hand couch. It wasn't in a good condition from the very beginning.
Did it stink when
yes,
she
it
brought
did
it
because
in?
she
No, it
spilled
didn't.
food and drinks on it.
How do you know she spills food and drink? She didn't even let you
Because
sit
I go
on
to the
it.
kitchen sometimes to grab food,
Right,
and I saw her.
Right. Now, I believe her. And I believe that you had a duty to protect her property when your non-paying, not here now, Connecticut friend came there and just made himself at home, eating food and leaving his clothes around. And she has a right to recoup the loss. Did the couch have this rip in the back?
It did.
So I didn't have it when I bought it, but I had one of my friends come help me move it into the apartment, and she's my size, so we both struggled a little bit.
And so that's how y'all ripped the back?
Yeah, and I didn't think it was a big deal because it was the back, and
Right.
we
There are actually
didn't
scratch
see
marks
it.
on the couch.
I asked
sorry, the
if he
pillows,
wanted to
too.
help, and he wouldn't.
Right.
He just sat in his room.
Right. Well, let me just say this. You need to find yourself a $200, $300 sofa. You can do it.
Yeah.
It just takes a lot of effort. Just keep looking until you find it. Plus, this person offered this sofa for sale at $600. You don't go in there and give somebody what they're asking. You should have said, listen, let me take this off your hands for $150. Okay? Because somebody got to get it down the stairs and across the city and to me and all of that. You don't just go in and give somebody what they're asking. That's like going into a car lot and saying, yeah, I'll take that car for the sticker price. You don't do that. You could get yourself an entire living room set with a cute little dinette with 2 chairs for the money you paid for this piece of crap. All right? I'm ready to rule judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $600. Good luck to you.
Judge Karen has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $600.
I'm going to use this money to buy a new sofa after you move out.
Fine, I didn't want the sofa anyways.
Coming up,
So the farm I normally go to for my cilantro ran out of cilantro.
Okay.
So I had to send out my chef to go get some new cilantro from her farm. Cilantro is supposed to be green.
Right.
It kind of came back brown when I looked at
But
it.
your chef wouldn't picked it out.
He did.
You would think that a chef would have picked out the freshest and the best.
closed captioning provided by. You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Caterer Casey Gable is suing Ann Knight in the amount of $10,000. Mr. Gable claims Ms. Knight sold his chef bad cilantro from her farm and says several guests became sick after they consumed it.
Mr. Gable, you're suing Miss Knight for $10,000 for a personal injury.
Yes.
And you own a catering company?
Yes, I do.
And how long have you been in business?
I've been in business for 20 years. Business is great. This is the first problem we've had.
Okay. And how do you know Miss Knight?
I know her from farming. She's a farmer.
Oh, you're a farmer?
She's a farmer.
Yes, ma'am.
So how long you been in farming?
5 years.
Okay, is your family into farming?
Yes, we have a family business. We are a vegan farm. We grow organic produce, but we specialize in all the seasonings that you use in food. So we have parsley, thyme, oregano, celery,
Rosemary, all of that.
all of
good
that.
stuff. Oh, okay. And had you done business with her in the past?
This is the first time I did business with her.
Okay, so what made you choose to do business with her this time?
So the farm I normally go to for my cilantro ran out of cilantro.
Okay,
So I had to send out my chef to go get some new cilantro from her farm.
okay.
The cilantro looked a little bit off, though. You know, cilantro is supposed to be green.
Right.
It kind of came back brown when I looked at
But
it.
your chef wouldn't picked it out.
He did.
You would think that a chef would have picked out the freshest and the best.
I told him to get it, but we only had so much time. It was the next
What
day.
was this recipe that called for cilantro?
So we needed some guacamole, really. So just
Okay.
guacamole, you know, tomatoes, onions, you
Right.
know, avocado.
And how many people were you serving?
So at one event, we had 10 people at a bridal shower.
Okay.
And we had 2 events. So the other event, we had 50 people.
Okay. You
Yeah.
couldn't have gone to a few Whole Foods around town and collected some cilantro?
Well, I mean, she had the vegan. She's supposed to be best of the best.
Right.
I heard around town that she,
Right.
you know, she has some fresh cilantro. so I
Right,
wanted
but then you
check
have to
her
go
out.
out to the farm and all of that?
That's true.
Okay.
We like to bring our customers the best.
Right. So tell me about the cilantro.
So we provide organic cilantro.
Right.
In addition to him, we also provided a cilantro to 12 other restaurants.
Okay.
Neither of these restaurants ever called us to let us know that there were any problems.
With the cilantro?
Correct.
You didn't think it looked that great to begin with?
No, I did not.
Okay, why didn't it look good?
It looked a little brown. I mean, normally the cilantro I normally get is fresh, it's green,
Right.
it's lively.
Right.
But the cilantro.
Okay, I'm not a caterer and I'm not a chef, but I wouldn't have bought brown cilantro to start with. So you get it, and then what happens?
So we make the guacamole in some cilantro coolers. We serve it to our guests, and about 3 days later, we had 3 guests from each of our events send us emails saying that they got sick and they had to go to the emergency room.
Coming up,
The emails all said,
Right.
we believe something to be wrong with the cilantro. We had 3 of our guests say that they had to get their stomach pumped.
closed captioning provided by. You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Supreme Justice is back with the case of Casey Gable, who is suing Ann Knight for personal injury.
Then what happened? You get these emails, and then what?
The emails all said, we had some of your cilantro coolers,
Right.
and we believe something to be wrong with the cilantro.
Okay.
So I went over.
Wait a minute. Let me see all these emails that all said the same thing.
Okay.
Because I don't think most people are connoisseurs enough to know
Here we go.
all of that. And I'm a connoisseur, and I didn't know all of that.
Okay.
About what even went in guacamole, and I love guacamole. This is hearsay, and I'm not accepting this testimony.
Okay. So I had the cilantro tested.
Okay, you're gonna have to have some. You have a witness here on that cilantro?
I have lab results right here.
Okay. So it said that there was fecal matter on the cilantro?
Correct.
And then what was your response?
I was extremely apologetic. I never want anyone to get sick from anything.
Right.
I also said that I would go ahead and follow up with the other vendors that we sold that cilantro to that day.
Okay.
To find out if anyone else had become sick, and when I did, no one else had.
You didn't report that. Also, what are these medical expenses?
Medical expenses had over at the emergency room.
Who had medical expenses?
So we had 3 of our guests say that they had to get their stomach pumped for
Okay.
food poisoning.
Let me see that.
I do not have any of that evidence.
Judge Karen's verdict when Supreme Justice returns. Promotional consideration provided by. You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen.
They didn't sue you, so if they had personal injury and medical expenses and they thought it was you or her, they need to bring a lawsuit against you and her.
So both of the clients asked for a refund
Right.
on my catering,
Right.
so I had to pay them back for that. But
Right.
I also would like to reach out for the people who
Okay,
had
you can't
medical
reach out
expenses.
on behalf of someone else, and you solely sued for personal injury and medical expenses.
Okay.
The other problem with this is that it's something called chain of custody. I mean, I don't know what you sent to these people. I mean, I don't know where it was collected from, who collected it, how the sample was preserved, where did it go from there, who collected it. There's a chain of custody problem here, so I can't even consider this. If these folks think that they are entitled to $10,000 in medical expenses, they need to sue you and the defendant. All right, case is dismissed. Good luck to you both.
Judge Karen has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been dismissed.
You and I both know that your cilantro got those people sick.
Look, I'm sorry those people got sick, but it wasn't from my farm.
This has been a production of Entertainment Studios.